New initiative between Lifeways and the Jackson County Sheriff's Office is redesigning how cases are handled when someone is disabled. It's called the SAFE program.
It allows families to voluntarily provide critical information about someone's condition, from autism to chronic health concerns. News 10's Bobby Cushing in the TV 10 newsroom tonight with more details about this.
Yeah, good evening, Seth and David. When police encounter someone with a disability or a chronic condition, there are often barriers in place that make law enforcement jobs harder, including communication and a lack of knowledge about the person they are dealing with. But this program is helping bridge that gap for all parties involved.
A new program in Jackson County is aiming to improve the communication from law enforcement when they encounter someone with a disability or a condition. They call it the SAFE program.
It's a tool for people to be able to go online and let us know if there's a person in their family that has some complications, so that when we respond, if we should respond or have interactions with these folks, that we can handle them with care.
Jackson County Sheriff Gary Schutte says clearing up communication will make the encounters smoother. He says there are barriers and challenges that law enforcement does face in some specific cases.
So there may be some issues that have to do with the way we talk to people. So for instance, some folks are turned off by authority, and we need to approach them in a more, in a softer manner.
Sheriff Schutte also says this could help spot the difference between a diabetic episode and someone who is intoxicated. Director of Crisis Services at Lifeways, Fred De Los Santos, says when officers know what they are walking into, it could make all the difference.
Because hindsight's always 20/20. When we look back at situations, there's always that thought of, I wish I knew that. So a program like this gives our officers the opportunity to get that information firsthand.
He says a program like this could even help address a lack in training for officers.
It's an initiative that's given our officers in the community a hands-on, tangible tool to say, hey, this individual has a condition, and I'm going to approach the situation a little bit differently.
Both De Los Santos and Sheriff Schutte say they believe this program should be available to all law enforcement across the state and eventually nationally. In the newsroom, Bobby Cushing, News 10. David.
All right, Bobby, thank you. To sign up for the SAFE program, people can fill out an online form with their disability or condition, and it'll be shipped to them. A sticker will be shipped to them, which lets law enforcement know their situation. And while you wait for that sticker, once you sign up, you are then in their database.